Tonight, Congress is back in session, and the first order of business was electing a House Speaker. While the vote was expected to be contentious, Republican Mike Johnson won re-election on a first ballot. 3 GOP representatives who were opposed to Johnson received calls from President-elect Donald Trump during the vote process, eventually convincing them to change their votes. Johnson says a top priority will be defending the nation's borders.
This is a powerful new coalition of our country. It's a coalition that insists that we purge the policies of America last and we bury them in the graveyard of history's mistakes, because it was a big mistake. To that end, this Congress will renounce the status quo and we will listen to the voices of the people. We will act quickly and we will start by defending our nation's borders. That's the #1 priority. Yes.
And as quickly as the speaker was chosen today, our local Congress members were also quick to give us their reactions to Johnson's re-election. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen joins us to share what Republicans and Democrats had to say about the choice.
Well, Becca, everyone I spoke with today was grateful that it was a quick decision so we could proceed with the session. Both Republicans and Democrats tell me they're hoping to be able to get work done quickly and accomplish their goals on a bipartisan level.
The Honorable Mike Johnson of the state of Louisiana, having received a majority of the votes cast, is duly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives for the 119th Congress.
With Mike Johnson securing the Speaker of the House position once again, his Republican colleagues shared their support for him, emphasizing their satisfaction with how quickly he was voted into his seat.
We passed the first test. We elected the Speaker on the first ballot. It took a while, but it's a good start.
I have a lot of significant goals for this term, and I would have not been happy with any sort of unnecessary delay.
Democratic Congressman Ami Bera says it became clear Johnson would get the seat after President-elect Trump made a call to the 3 holdouts who had initially opposed Johnson.
I think that does demonstrate the hold that he has over the Republican Party and the pivotal role that I think he will play on some of these key votes.
With this session in full swing, all 3 are focused on getting their bills introduced and passed. Representative McClintock says his top focus will be border security.
Enactment of H.R. 2 from the last session, which finishes the border wall and enshrines the Trump policies in law, that is a top priority for me.
Representative Kiley says his top priority will be tending to the needs of his district.
Funding for our roads, for fixing our highways, improving traffic, getting funding for water infrastructure, for public safety.
And while the Republicans have the majority of the House, Representative Bera says he's willing to work on a bipartisan level to tackle issues like housing and the climate.
We could work together to do things that are good for Californians, for folks in Sacramento. We obviously need more housing. So, can we get that done? Perhaps.
Kevin Kiley says he will also be introducing legislation sometime next week to stop federal funding to the high-speed rail. Of course, we'll have more information on that as that legislation becomes available, Becca.